Today we are previewing the 2018 MRS Spring Meeting with our meeting chairs, Edward Botchwey and also Quanxi Jia. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us. We appreciate it. So this week culminates years of effort on your part. What are some of the highlights of the 2018 MRS Spring Meeting?
The first one is really tomorrow, this Tuesday. There's a plenary speaker from Dr. Ramesh. He's from UC Berkeley and also Lawrence Livermore Berkeley National Laboratory. His topic, he will discuss the electric field control of magnetism. So it's a very interesting talk. It's tomorrow morning. Another thing is really for this year's MRS Spring Meeting, we have this the first time actually from MRS Spring Meeting. This is the late news session. Okay, late news session. Like this year, we have this artificial intelligence for material development, and also we have this material science to empower quantum information technology.
Would you agree, Edward?
I would agree, those are outstanding, but yeah, I would also highlight the fact that we have some great, outstanding symposia that I think represent the things that are really some of the hottest topics in materials research. The nanomaterials cluster and symposia are outstanding. Soft materials and biomaterials. The manufacturing sessions, I think, are always well received. I think that the energy and photonics session, as well as the energy of materials and technology cluster and sessions, as well as the materials theory and characterization sessions, I think the symposia for me are really the core of the meeting and the thing that I always look forward to.
Well, the technical symposia is always a big part of the meeting. What are some of the trends or new developments that you're seeing reflected in the programming at this year's meeting?
The first thing that I found out is really the latest development. For example, this is some very hot topic. For example, like this year, the steel, this a perovskite material is still very, very hot topic. The energy sector, like Ed just mentioned, is the biggest cluster over there. There's a lot of energy-related materials over there.
And I would also add that, I'm a biomedical engineer by training, and materials research is really one of it's the way in which we invent new tools for manipulating things in biology and medicine. And I would really highlight some of the immunoengineering that's actually happening and some of the materials that underlie how we can re-engineer immune responses to really cure diseases or to re-engineer the way in which wounds repair. I'm really excited about that session.
Well, Edward, tell me a little bit more about the broader impact events and why have they become such a key part of the MRS meetings?
Well, number one, we are a community of scientists that really have to look to the future generations and make sure that they're prepared to be leaders and to keep the community thriving. Some of the broader impact sessions really help us to provide mentoring opportunities. We also talk about how to be effective advocates to our government and to the community so that they know how important materials research is and how impactful the research that we do is to things that we may take for granted in everyday society. And so our broader impact sessions, I think, help to do that quite well.
Would you agree with that, Quanxi?
Yeah, I totally agree. Also, another thing I'd like to add on for this year is also very, very special for MRS Spring Meeting is we put the poster session, just lump this with the exhibit hall. Okay, just put all the poster over there. So this will also encourage the scientists, the students, they can really network together, interact with our industry, people as well. That's a really wonderful opportunity for people, for attendees over there to interact with each other, network each other. Another thing I also like to mention is, this year we purposely put more like a poster awards, for example. This is another opportunity just to have the big impact.
Well, serving as meeting chairs is obviously a very big responsibility. It takes years to put together. It's volunteer. Why do you choose to get involved with the MRS as volunteers?
For me, it was really an honor to be considered, to think that your peers in a community would recommend you to do something like this was just, I think, something I couldn't turn down. But I have to say that what really put me over the top was the reputation garnered by the MRS staff. This is an extremely well-run meeting, in large part because of just the outstanding staff that the society has in service to the community, and it really makes the job of meeting chair something that would have been impossible for someone like me to do otherwise.
I totally agree with what Ed said. So first is really the MRS staff. They are doing a wonderful job. Another thing, of course, for myself, that's just, you don't do this every year, right? It's only one time more like your life. To me, that's a tremendous honor. It's also, just people, our colleagues, our peers, just recognize our effort, right? Another thing is, to me, the MRS that I always consider is a very, very important society, and I love to serve this society.
That's wonderful. So any parting words of advice for future meeting chairs?
I think the fact that the meeting is so well run gives you an opportunity to really put your imprint on this meeting. And so if you have the opportunity to be a meeting chair, I would carve out, beyond just the conventional time of making sure that the trains run on time, really being able to put your own intellectual and creative imprint on the meeting is a special opportunity that I don't think a lot of other societies afford.
Well, congratulations, both of you, on your work. We thank you so much for being here, Edward Botchwey and Quanxi Jia, our meeting chairs this year.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.